Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Knight of Vessels in the Eel. And thinking about this card today, this is a lot of water energy going on, and to me, the Knights are seen as fighters, negotiators, but they're also purveyors of giving you a quest, right? Of letting you know that you're on a quest, okay? That, there's possibly an offer coming in. And, when I'm thinking about this card, with all the water energy that we have here, there's everybody that's been on your journey up to this point has now tailed off. And the card that just fell off was the Great Bear. So now you've got a new companion on your journey. And, again, you're sitting by this pool of water. You've taken a dip. You've cleansed yourself. All right. You got that balance from 6 days ago. And, you're thinking about your fate and your destiny on what's going on, right? Because it's in your hands. You've reunited with people in the present as well as in the past. Okay. And yesterday's full moon, the moon on the water, which leads me to the full moon on the 12th coming up, is just saying that, there's a lot of healing going on. There's a lot of psychic energy going on. There's a lot of, emotions going on right now, and, we live in a chaotic world. So, everybody can get affected, by what's happening, all over the world. But this night comes along, and as you're sitting by the water, and you're thinking about your fate and your destiny, and maybe we're talking to your ancestors and your spirit guides, and underneath that full moon, and the eel slides up next to you and says, hey, I'm going to protect you for the next 6-7 days on your journey. And you know what? This is going to be a quest that you're on. And it might be the quest that you're on for this month. Last month it was all about creativity, and this month seems like it's more of emotions, building up. Now the eel, what I like to do is I like to, put some context behind this. The eel in the Druidic times, or, in these times where this card is from, is all about purity, wisdom, maturity. They like to express their deep feelings. Okay, this knight wears his heart on his sleeve. All right, and he will give you that deep feeling. If you are sad or in trouble, he's going to be sad and in trouble with you. But he's going to show you a way to get out of it. If you're happy, right, he's going to be extremely happy for you, and still show you the path to go down. So, and the way I like to explain the court cards, there's if this is a person in your life, or is this an aspect of your life, or this is an event in your life, and this could be you or somebody that that's close to you, that's taken on the characterism of this Knight of Vessels, this eel. If this is a person, it's somebody that's going to be very charming. Okay, and maybe this is you. All right, it's going this could be somebody that's very cultured, very sensitive. Okay, has an imagination of what's going on, but they know the dream world. All right, and water energy is about the unconscious as well. Okay, so some of your dreams that you're having, this eel is going to help you out. As a person as well, this is kind of like a seductive, smooth talker. Very, very charming, right? Very easily to listen to his voice and kind of get into it with him, right? And just kind of, wow, he knows what he's talking about, right? And kind of mesmerizing. Now, if this isn't an aspect, it's coming to an agreement on whatever, in a relationship, in a career, on a job project, or whatever. It's somebody that's, or you, hey, let's come to an agreement on how we proceed forward, right? And this could be with a concept or a person. It doesn't really matter. The whole key to this aspect is that there's harmony. Harmony amongst everybody, because that's what this knight brings. Again, he's a fighter or a tactician. All right, so he's trying to bring harmony before he, says, you know what, this is the way we're going to do it. Everybody needs to be on board first. Okay. Now, if this is an event, it could be, welcoming a guest. Whether that's an event at your house or event at work or, event, uptown, whatever. It's just welcoming somebody in, okay, and then looking within to see how they're being perceived. All right. So, that's the kind of the aspect of how this eel comes in and portrays things. And a couple questions that he does, the court cards do ask is, where are your emotions running high, right? Where are your emotions running high with this full moon that's coming up, right? And, that egg that's in the water, you may not have a path to go down, to get across to that island. How are you going to get creative there, right? Where are your emotions with those that you ran into? Are they high because of, you're happy to see them, or sad because, they're in the past, and I wish I could reach out to them and touch them physically, right? Those that have moved on. Where are your emotions running high with the wheel card? Is it fear that's driving you at this point, or is it joy on how you want to move forward? Same thing with that rebirth card. How do you feel after you got out of the water? Right? You're balancing yourself out. And, we talked about a little bit yesterday about that inner transformation with the moon on the water card. All right? How do you feel about that? That's what the water is all about. It's how you feel about it. Where are your emotions running high with it? And then the last card of the week, 7 days ago, is that 5 of arrows and frustration. So the other question that the eel asks is, do you need to express something sensitively? To your loved one or somebody at work, right? And maybe even to yourself, right? Hey, and this is just an example. Hey, D, you're doing a great job, right? But I get frustrated a little bit thinking about your waverness, right, of going this way or that way, right? I'd like to see you have a little bit more balance. All right. Take time to drink of the waters and feel refreshed, right? Be reborn, because you are fated, you are destined to do great things. Talk with your ancestors, talk with your spirit guides, right? Talk with those that have moved on. Talk with those that are living, right? Reunite with them. And know that, there's a transformation going on within. And that's where you need to express that sensitivity. I'm doing it for myself. And that was just an example of how you could do it for yourself. But if you're in the workforce, or you're having an issue in a relationship or something like that, it's how do you express that need sensitively, where hey, I got a question for you, right? Where it's not offensive, it's not defensive, it's just, I'm just looking for an answer. How do you feel about this, right? You could approach it like that. How do you feel about it? Well, how does that make you feel, right? What would you do different? So those are just the kind of the ideas on this Knight of Vessels and the eel. He likes to slither around in this water, and he's sliding right up to you, and he's there to protect you on this journey, for the next 6-7 days. So that's the message for today, is just let him do his thing. He's going to help you navigate, okay, through the waters of this emotional time, right, as you move forward. That's the message from the Wildwood Tarot deck, the Knight of Vessels and the Eel. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless, and stay safe, everybody.